Hello and welcome to another update video about Link. Before we dive here into the microstructures, let's take a look at the bigger picture actually, the overall larger time frame chart, because this suggests that we are currently moving up in a larger degree third wave. And the first target here for the larger third wave is $69 plus. That's the first target. Could go higher. That's the main thesis at the moment, that this wave 2 bottomed in August. Obviously, certain support levels need to hold to keep this scenario likely and alive and, let's say, preferred, right? And we see these support levels on the 1 hour chart. For the Link chart, the range that we're moving in at the moment, I mean, I call that a range because until we break out above wave 1, you know, this could just move down again, and this is a support area between 691 and 1070 relevant, and we need a break above this wave 1 high to finally break out of this range, and we haven't done that yet. So that's needed because at the moment the rally is only in 3 waves, so it could just be, it could be an ABC structure, right? And then we go up. Therefore, this is a range. And some of you might remember that I said when we started this correction that a grid bot might actually be a good idea for this, right? All the way down to 690. I think my grid bot still runs on Kucoin. I haven't actually checked what it's done, but certainly it's eating this up as we go. But yeah, it's been going down, obviously. I mean, in this decline, it didn't make much profit or no profit at all, but it certainly reduced. Well, it accumulated on the way down, and it would have sort of softened that decline. But the idea was to use this entire range, right? And then it would have bought down here, and now it's taking profits. So in theory, so sometimes for these ranges, grid bots can be useful. Now, I wouldn't recommend a grid bot for a third wave rally, but in a range, it can be useful, or a mix of a grid bot and an aggressive, let's say in an aggressive third wave rally, you actually rather want to buy and hold, right? That's the idea in a third wave. But we don't know yet if this is actually a breakout. We need a break above the August, not the August, the March high for that. That is a move above $23.30. At the moment, we only have 3 waves up. So ideally, we form 5 waves like this before we actually break above 27.56. Why that? Because this is a key pivot. This is one of these Elliott wave guidelines. If we see a break above the 78.6 extension, and it's doing that, and we haven't got 5 waves yet, then we will probably not get another wave 2. So it will then probably not form a nicely pronounced 5 wave move up. It might then go quite directly higher and is probably already in the main element of a third wave. So without any clear subdivisions, only shallow pullbacks, we would then likely move up, yeah? So that's why I'm always paying attention to the 27.56, in this case 27.56, but it's a 78.6 extension level. Now looking at the smaller time frame, you see here the microstructure, you see the movement from the August low. We have 3 waves up in wave 1, we have wave 2, A, B, C in wave 3, then a wave 4 and a wave 5, like a 5 wave move up. That's what we're tracking here in this possible diagonal pattern to the upside. At least that's the current thesis. Other interpretations are possible, but that is what I go with right now. The idea was, I think, mentioned in the last video, that the price could and should, in this third wave, go a little higher to 1950. We've reached that now. 2157, 2294, maybe even 2539. These are Fibonacci extensions for the internal structure of a third wave. At the moment, there is no indication we've topped. I think it could still push a little bit higher before we then start that pullback in wave 4. At the moment, standard support for this pullback is between 1155 and 1499. This would be standard support at the moment for this wave 4. It accounts for the structure and for the potential that it could be a deep wave 4 because we're dealing with a diagonal, but ideally it would land somewhere in the middle. And we should not break below 1155, because if that is happening, then it will likely also lead to a break below the November low, and that would indicate additional weakness. It would invalidate this structure. So in an ideal world, we want to see it maybe go a little higher, then a dip and another rally. That would be a 5 wave move up, then a nice 3 wave pullback, then higher. But this is only the ideal pattern. It might not materialize. Please note that the trend is up as long as we're holding above 1155. So it could also break out directly, of course. So it's worth watching, especially that 78.6 extension level that I mentioned here at 27.56. That's the update about Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.